kids, Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Now this is the first of a brand new segment on the channel that I'm going to do from time to time. I'm calling it Did You See? Now if you're anything like me, then you probably watch quite a lot of YouTube videos. I obviously watch an awful lot of motorcycling videos, but also others as well. And from time to time I just see something that's absolutely cracking. And I thought it'd be a good idea just to share those videos with you from time to time. So in the next few minutes I'm going to take you through 5 videos that I've seen over the last few weeks that I think are just brilliant for one reason or other. And if you haven't seen them, you might want to check them out. There are links to all the videos down below in the description. So first off then, now this is from a guy called Shade Tree Surgeon. Now don't be put off by the way he looks. I know he looks a bit scary, but he's actually a lovely, lovely guy. I've been subscribed to him for ages. He lives out in the US, he's in Florida. He actually owns and runs a pub out there. So, you know, he's a shrewd businessman. And what he rides is a big Triumph. He rides the Rocket, you know, the Rocket 3, the massive, I think it's a 1.6 litre bike. And so he's a big Triumph fan, and he's great fun. He's got all sorts of good videos, but in this case I wanted to point you towards this one because this is called Why I Hate the Triumph Bonneville Bobber, and it's a comedy sort of spoof really. I'm sure he really likes it, but he talks about the Bobber and why he doesn't think it's a valid bike for Triumph to build, and then in particular he talks about the way that Triumph launched and marketed the bike, and it's absolutely hilarious the way he goes into it. I think you're going to love it unless maybe you're a hipster, but that's well worth checking out. A hilarious video, and you know, as I say, I've been subscribed to Shade Tree Surgeon for ages. If you like that video, you're probably going to like some of the others. He does have some fruity language, I must warn you, but in the main, really nice guy, very clever guy, and really good fun watching. So recommend Shade Tree Surgeon to you. In particular, Why I Hate the Triumph Bobber. Okay, moving on to the next video then. Okay, the next video is from a channel called Harry's Garage. Now, I'm sure this won't be the last time that I feature a video from Harry's Garage because it's an absolutely top quality YouTube channel if you've not seen it. It's run by a guy called Harry Metcalf, who's the founder of Evo magazine. And so it's basically predominantly a four-wheeled type channel, but he's also a motorcycling fan, which is great news for us because it means that he focuses on motorcycles every now and then on the channel. And in this particular case, he's focusing on Dakar or Paris-Dakar winning bikes from the late 70s through the 80s. And what he's done is built himself a collection of those iconic bikes that won the Paris-Dakar race during that period. In this video, he shows you each of the bikes that he's got and talks to you a bit about the riders when they won and some of the features of the bike that made it distinctive. And it's a fascinating watch. I'm not a huge Paris-Dakar fan, but I learned an awful lot watching this, and that's kind of why I'm recommending it to you. So some of the bikes he owns and looks at are things like the original BMW GS, he's got a Yamaha Super Tenere, he's got the original Honda Africa Twin, that sort of thing. And he takes you through those bikes, as I say, and talks a bit about the wins that they had at Paris-Dakar. Well worth watching, and I'm sure it won't be the last time that I recommend a Harry's Garage video on Did You See? Okay, the next video I've got for you then is again from another massive YouTuber. This is from the Moto-Geo channel, which I'm sure you must have seen. It's run by a guy called Jamie. I don't actually know his second name, I'm ashamed to say. I'm sure I can find it out. But he's an ex-BSB rider, so the guy is a talented motorcyclist. He now lives over in California, and he makes these videos. Normally they're big touring type videos, but with great quality cinematography and you know, really high production values. Takes a long time to make them, and they look really good. And this particular video, the reason why I point it out is because he's actually doing some off-roading. He claims he's not a good off-road rider, he's more of a tarmac man, but if you watch this video you might agree with me and think slightly different. Basically the premise of this video, he's gone to see one of his friends out in the outback in the US and has gone off-roading on some trails. And these trails, the reason why I pointed out, they're just not the sort of trails that I would even attempt. I wouldn't even like to walk the trails. It's absolutely incredible. So check this out and see if you think that he is actually no good off-road. I think the man's an absolute wizard. It's a great watch, as are many of his other videos. If you've not come across Moto-Geo, number one, where have you been? And number two, do encourage you to check out on some of his back catalogue. Really great videos. And this one is, again, something else, showing you some off-road skills. Okay, next video. Right, next on my list is another massive YouTuber, not strictly speaking a motorcycle vlogger, but he does do things with motorcycles occasionally, in particular engines, and this is the Colin Furs channel. Don't know if you know Colin. Again, if you don't know him, where have you been? He basically, I think he was a plumber originally, decided to move into doing YouTube films. He claims he's not trained in engineering anyway, but he's got, you know, he's got a nice little workshop, and he's got a lathe and milling machines, and he's got all the right tools, and he knows what he's doing with them. He's a good welder. He can basically make anything, and he's made all sorts of stuff before on the the channel, including things like hover bikes, which was just incredible, jet-powered bicycle, all sorts of stuff, the world's longest motorcycle. But in this particular video, the one that I'm putting out to you here, he's been asked by Top Gear, the BBC TV programme, to make a new vehicle for the Stig. And what he does is basically puts a 600cc superbike engine, or super sport engine, into an old Dodgem car chassis, and makes a Dodgem car that's capable of doing 100 miles an hour with a Stig on board. Incredible. It's one of a series of videos. This is the first one. Link below in the description, as indeed there are for all the videos I'm talking about. It's a good fun watch, and it's just great from an engineering point of view. I always learn a lot watching Colin's videos, and he's absolutely excellent. So check that one out and see what you think. Okay, last and by no means least, and in fact I'll probably do this on each Did You See. This is actually a set of videos that I made myself a while back, and the reason why I mention it is because I think they didn't get very many views. They got less than 2,000 views, and I know I've had quite a lot of new subscribers over the last few months, and people obviously don't tend to look at your back catalogue, they just look at the new stuff you produce. So if you're a new subscriber and you haven't seen this video, check out the links below and have a look at this. I think the reason why I haven't got so many views, well, it could be one of two things. It could be either that I've titled it not very well, I've just called it London Motorcycle Museum Parts 1 to 3. Not a very inspiring title perhaps, so people maybe don't stumble across it, or it's just not very interesting. Now I really enjoyed filming this. I went down and met with Jeff Selvage, who's one of the volunteers at the London Motorcycle Museum. We did 3 videos just looking at the history of some of the bikes there, some of the features, some of the novel things, and some of the parts on bikes that features that we might think are new now, but actually were around decades ago. So I think it was a really interesting visit, and I really enjoyed making the video. I got some great comments, just not many views for some reason. So if you've not seen these videos, do have a look in the links below and check those out as well. That would be great. So a little bit self-indulgent there, but I do think that those ones are worth a watch. Okay, so that's it for this edition of Did You See? I hope you found that of interest. Let's come back to my page there. I hope you found that of interest. I'm obviously keen to produce some more of these. If you see any videos that you think are absolutely brilliant for one reason or other from other YouTubers, obviously motorcycle related, drop me a comment underneath this video, and for the next Did You See, maybe I can include that video. The sorts of things I'm not interested in are people riding motorcycles like idiots, so, wheeling and, just herring around like idiots, so I'm not interested in that. Stuff with loads of swearing in, not interested in that. People that are talking about life in general rather than actual motorcycle related stuff. Anything that's got an engineering content I particularly like, or anything funny, anything unusual. Basically, if it's something that you thought is interesting, if you're watching my channel, chances are I'll probably like it as well. Drop me a note below in the comments and we'll feature that on the next Did You See. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Hope that was of interest to you. Speak to you next time. Till then, this has been the Mr. and Fly. Cheerio.